Hey guys, in this video I'm going to do a full review of the Galaxy Grand Prime versus the iPhone 6. So, this is a budget device, this is a very premium device. You already know Apple devices are extremely expensive. And then you can also see that this device is a budget one. It is, in my country you can get 3 Galaxy Grand Primes, or maybe 4 Galaxy Grand Prime in price of iPhone 6. Yep, that is true. It is an extremely budget device, but it is a 64-bit device, so this one having a quad-core 64-bit Snapdragon 410 processor, which is a budget one, but still it is 64-bit, and also which is enough to run its software without any problem to give you good battery life, then also to enjoy some of the games and apps. While here on the iPhone 6 we have a dual-core Apple 8 64-bit chipset with 1GB of RAM. 1GB of RAM is also available on this device. But of course on the iOS, 1GB of RAM is optimized, which is equal to 3GB of RAM on the Note 4. Yep, that is right, because the iOS is so goddamn optimized. 1GB of RAM is even enough for its for iPhone 6 to run HD games, a lot of 3 or 4 HD games at the same time, like Infinity Blade 3 or GTA or another games. While this one, if you run 2 or 3, maybe 2 good HD games on this device at the same time, this one will have some problems because this is Android. Android requires a lot of RAM, while as compared to the iPhone 6. And of course, so let's quickly start off this review with the display. So on the iPhone 6, we could have a non-HD display. This is a non-HD display with a resolution of 700 something to 1300 something, and which is then again non-HD. I'm pretty sure about that. But this is a Retina display on the iPhone 6, and you can see that it looks good. It looks very good, but of course this is not HD. The iPhone 6 Plus has a 1080p HD display, while this one over here has a 540 by 960 pixel display. You can see that this is also a non-HD TFT screen. Overall, both displays are non-HD, but iPhone 6 is a little bit better with the Retina technology, while this one is just normal, not so bad considering the price. Then also, if we look at the build quality of both devices, of course the iPhone 6 is straight winner with extremely thin body, aluminum back. It's so well built device, no problems in terms of design or kind of stuff, while this one is a cheaper device with plastic. Because it is a cheaper device, that is, the cheap stuff is there. So you can see, if you don't care about the build quality, you can consider this device good. But you can see it looks cheap, of course. It's that plastic like the Galaxy S3. But then again, of course, the good thing about this is that you can open up its back, and while this is not available on the iPhone or any iPhone available, you cannot have a removable iPhone. And then also you can remove the battery to insert any any backup battery. Then also you can insert 2 SIM cards on this device. This is a dual SIM device, which iPhone 6 is not dual SIM, of course. Then also on the iPhone 6 the back is not removable, it is fixed. You can see that it is fixed. Then also you cannot remove the battery, you cannot remove the back, then you can also cannot insert a SD card on the iPhone 6, while this one also supports a memory card. And then also if we talk about the internal memory, this one comes with 8GB internal memory, while the iPhone 6 have different variants from 16 to 64, or maybe there is a 128GB iPhone 6, I'm not sure, not available in my country. But anyway, 16, 32, and 64 is actually enough if you want to buy a good iPhone 6 memory. Maybe 32 is also extremely great memory if you want to use. And then also in terms of the camera, we have 8-megapixel camera on the Galaxy Grand Prime. Then also we do have the same 8-megapixel camera on the iPhone 6. You can see both devices have 8-megapixel camera on the back with the LED flash. Then on the iPhone 6 you can see camera is a little bit outward, but you cannot compare this 8-megapixel camera to this 8-megapixel camera, because even though it's 8-megapixel camera, but still the quality is not the same. The sensors used in this camera is a kheer. You can say, in our words we say kheer, but you know, it's extremely amazing. The the sensor here, you know, a lot of detail captured when you try to, you know, capture photos with your iPhone 6. It's like when you focus on some stuff, it will blur out other stuff you don't want to focus, like a DSLR. And then you can see the quality is so amazing on the iPhone 6, and you cannot just compare it with this one. This one has a good camera, but it's not that good. If we quickly go into the camera app, you can see capture good photos in good light, but you cannot capture good photos in low light, of course. Check out my channel for a full camera test. But you can see a lot of modes are available. You can have flash effects, some picture size, change the HD video recording test, and you can change the resolution, some other stuff. Then also, if you go here, you can also set some modes, different kind of modes. Then also you can quickly go into the gallery. While on the iPhone 6, if we go here into the camera, of course, if we go into the camera, you can see the frame rate is amazing, the focus is amazing. You can also set the exposure just by sliding your finger if you want. Then also you can quickly go into the photo mode, gallery mode, if you quickly want to go. Then also you can capture photos. You can also slide to square mode, panorama mode. Then you can also go into the video mode to record a full 1080p HD video, then slow-mo video at 240 fps or 120 fps. You can change it right here. You can see that it's changing. Then also you can go into the time-lapse video if you want to make that. You can see you cannot just compare the iPhone 6 camera to this one. A lot of people think that this has 8, this has 8. You know, they just see the specs and which are written on a different website, but they don't know about the quality. It all matters about the quality. It doesn't matter how much megapixels one device has. This one has 8 megapixel camera, but still it is equal to my Note 4, which has 16 megapixel camera. And you know, you can see both devices, Note 4 and the iPhone 6, have different camera, sensor, and all kind of stuff, but still you can see 8 megapixel camera is taking on a 16 megapixel camera device, and at equal or sometimes better at good, you know, when there is low light, the iPhone 6 does perform better than all the other devices due to its bigger sensor. But you cannot just compare it with this one having a low-end 8 megapixel camera. You can say that. Then also, in terms of software, we have Android on this one, then iOS 8.1.1 or iOS on this one. Two of the most different software, and you know, if you are a fan of iOS, you will like the iPhone 6 more. But this is also not so bad. You know, a lot of apps are available. It is smart. You can get all the apps that you can get on the iPhone 6 on this device, and it can run without any kind of problems. I'm talking about Instagram and all kind of stuff. If you don't want to play HD games, this one is a good choice. Then also this one has a good processor, good RAM, and good screen, and good app support. Of course, apps are so goddamn optimized for the iPhone 6 that you can play all the HD games without any lag. That is something that we have seen since the iPhone 5. You know, since the iPhone 5, we have seen a lot of HD games which run smooth on the iPhone 5, iPhone 5C, then 6, and the 6 Plus. You know, 5S. All the stuff is optimized. While this one has very less optimization. I played some games, I saw some lag and some other stuff, but you know, even a lot of apps are not optimized in short for this device. You know, Snapdragon 410, which takes some time. You know, buying an Android tablet and Android 64-bit device, you get some less optimization, less apps. While on the iPhone, or you can say iPad or iPhone, you get a lot of apps and all kind of stuff. So the battery life wise, this device has extremely great battery life, 2600 mAh battery. Have a good experience with this one, while this one having 1800 mAh battery, which is just a normal one. I'm not that much satisfied with the iPhone 6 battery life performance. Then if we go into the settings, you can see on the Galaxy Grand Prime you will get this feature called as Ultra Power Saving Mode, which will allow you to, if you turn it on, this will allow you to have enormous amount of battery lifetime. You can see almost 37% battery is remaining. If I turn this mode on, I will get 5.1 days of battery, which is amazingly great. While there is no feature there on the iPhone 6, there is no power saving feature on the iPhone 6. It's just running at its default frequencies, the way that Apple has set it. But that is the difference between these two devices. So battery life wise, this device is better. All in all, this is not a bad device, extremely good device. To compare with the iPhone 6 Samsung device, this is probably going to get the Android 5.0 lollipop. The bad thing about this device is its build quality and the camera, but of course if you don't want to take that much photos with your camera, then this might be a good device, to just have a normal apps, some normal stuff, no good gaming, all kind of stuff, but it will be a good choice. It looks like a bigger Galaxy S2. And then also, if we talk about the front-facing camera, 5-megapixel one, I'm really satisfied with the front-facing camera. Can take good selfies. While the iPhone 6, even though it has a less megapixel camera, but still has a good quality, allow more light to come. Front-facing camera is also good on the iPhone 6. But both devices are overall good. iPhone 6 is a high-end one. Definitely a good device, everyone knows that, but I'm trying to explain some stuff about this device, that it is a good device to get if you want to get a no price. You can even compare it to the iPhone 6. It has that kind of abilities and specs there. So thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next one.